We're led to believe that James Maddison of Leicester City is on the radar of Manchester United, among other top teams in the Premier League. Stevie, first of all, your impressions of this player?
I think he's the real deal. I think he's a proper player. I can't think of any real facet of his game that I don't think is strong and getting better. You know, his work rate, I think, is great. His touch is great. Yeah, I think he sees a pass. He scored some great goals. I really don't see a flaw, and I only see this guy getting better. And if I'm Leicester, I ain't letting him go anywhere. But if I'm Manchester United in particular, I'm going to sign this guy, because Manchester United are going to have to speculate a lot in this transfer window. They need a lot, and they need players that they can rely on and proven quality. And Maddison has shown at Leicester in the short time he's been there that he absolutely can walk into the Premier League and play. He's done it, and that's what Manchester United need more than anything else now. Man United don't need young, up-and-coming players that are not quite ready yet. Manchester United need proven quality, and that's what this guy is for me.
For some, you would say, you know, 1 year in the Premier League wouldn't be enough. But, I mean, notably that he's English, notably that he's been around, obviously, the Coventry youth team, spent time in Scotland, spent time at Norwich. They paid out 20 million for him last year. It's going to be a huge amount of money to prize him away now, even after just 1 year.
Yes, but that's what his talents rightly will deserve. So it's really not down to Maddison. It's really not down to United, I don't think. It's really down to Leicester. Do Leicester look after the players in the fact that when a supposed giant of the game comes in, they don't want to stop his progress? Or do Leicester say, you know, we're going to be Leicester, and we're going to try and keep the best players that we have? So this is really going to come down to them. But again, I'll reiterate it. If I am Manchester United, I know it's going to cost you a lot of money, but you're going to have to take somewhat of a gamble on some players. And you sign this guy, I don't think it's a gamble.
You say he can pretty much play at any team. He grew up a Manchester United fan, but moving forward, maybe his career would be best suited. I mean, can he aim a little bit higher in terms of a Champions League team right now? Should he be looking at a Tottenham? Should he be looking at a Manchester City, a Liverpool?
Well, again, every player is always looking at those teams. That's where they all want to go, and that's where we all want to play as a player. You know, you're always looking up to see who's ahead of you, and you want to play for the best at the time. And he will be no different. I would suggest that the question is, would those teams be looking at this guy and saying, you can play in my team? Well, I'll tell you now, Liverpool just won the Champions League. I would like him in Liverpool's team, so he can play at the top.
Yeah. And then looking at him internationally, he's going to be with the under-21s in a couple of weeks. They start out in Italy, trying to win the European Championships. I mean, would you fast-track him to the senior team?
Absolutely. Can you tell me who's better than him right now in the middle of the park for England? Right. I don't think there is.
So at the moment, you would see him as a game changer wherever he plays next year?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, listen, the game's about creating opportunities and then taking them. That's what everybody wants to see.